we're going to stick with some football. It is Tuesday, and that means the waiver wires are opening up. It's time for you to put in your claims, and where do you want to put them in? Well, let me tell you about it. We're going to start with the running back position. We start with Devonta Booker for the Denver Broncos. He's only 15% owned, people. And with the waiver wire, it's always important to be ahead of the curve, and a timeshare is coming in Denver. Let me tell you. So go out and get this guy right now. As we've seen Booker progress and he's been getting more carries and more touches, he's done more with them than a CJ Anderson's been able to. Take last week, for instance. He had more yards per carry. Well, I guess this is over the last 2 weeks. More yards per carry than CJ Anderson. 6.3 yards per carry to 3.7 yards per carry. So if you have an opportunity to go get Booker, do it now before he has that big blow-up game and you miss out on all those fantasy points. And then you're trying to scramble to get him in a week or two off the waiver wire, and somebody who's got a higher claim than you claims him off the waiver wire, and you're out of luck. So go get Devonta Booker. Do it now before somebody else is able to, and before he really hits it big. Or, God forbid, if CJ Anderson goes down, this is going to be Devonta Booker's job. So go get Booker now off the waiver wire. Another running back that we're going to touch on is, and we touched on this guy a little bit earlier, Knile Davis of the Green Bay Packers. Now of the Packers, once the Packers have traded for him against the Kansas City Chiefs. I had Chris Ivory in here. He was a little bit higher of percent owned. Knile Davis at the very, very friendly 0% owned in fantasy football leagues on CBS. So you can go out there and get him willy-nilly. And if you need a shakeup on your roster, I believe this is the guy that could possibly do it. There's plenty of potential in Green Bay. They need a shakeup of their own on their offense. Eddie Lacy, he's been hobbled with the ankle injury. We saw him. He was pretty effective even with that ankle injury on Sunday afternoon. James Starks with the knee injury. We know he's going to be ruled out for at least the next 4 weeks. The Packers have already had their bye week, so they need a healthy body in here. And Ty Montgomery clearly not going to be ready for running back duties for the Green Bay Packers. They need something to shake things up on offense. Knile Davis can be dynamic at times. He's not going to be a big guy, a huge rusher. He's not going to do all kinds of crazy things for you, but he's going to be solid, and he could be a nice complement to Eddie Lacy while he tries to get healthy, or could fill in for Eddie Lacy if he needs to miss some time. And he could be a legitimate running back for you. He's only 25 years old, so he's got some youth on his side. He is going to be a guy that can be dynamic in this backfield for the Green Bay Packers. And on a short week, Eddie Lacy is, by all accounts, not going to be at a full go. So add Knile Davis now, and that could help your fantasy football team moving forward. This has been the Waiver Wire Tuesday, segment number 1 here on the Roundup.